Off you go.
I'm sorry, Lady Cop.
I see. That's quite all right.
Understood.
Oh, This does, oh please. Rover, remember Gilbert? Yes, the family, to put it simply, which is not. I'd actually begun to look into this, and now it's confirmed that the traitors are in the vault's tuning room. Now they probably won't even notice us with their attention fixed on the problem. I guess that they're desperately destroying any evidence against the Fasadia family. Thank you. Right, there's an alternate passage into the vault leading straight to where they are, but I can't manage this alone. I'm glad I have you with me, Rover. Please.
Faster.
Everything has been taken care of, Lady Carlotta. Here is the jewelry and perfume you requested.
Perfect. Thank you, Mizani. But I have one more task for you. One of utmost importance. I need you to guard the property room and stop anyone who attempts to break in. Whatever it takes. By force, if necessary.
Is someone targeting the evidence?
Relax. It's only a precaution.
Leave it to me. I'll make sure no one touches the evidence.
Rover, we've implemented a two-tier security system. Once inside, please hold your position until I signal. Then you may need to use the terminal to unlock the path on my side. Sadly, yes. Our family built this vault with the foresight of possible betrayal. Most family members only know how to pass one of the two layers. And alliances forged amid all these locks tend to breed treachery to enter the vault without being trapped to death. Two people must have absolute trust in each other. I appreciate your trust. It will not be abused. Now, let's go. Can you hear me, Rover?
Loud and clear.
Just a moment. I need to access the upper... You will yield. Can you keep up? Cameras here. Good thing I came prepared. Recall the jewelry I asked? In family parlance, it's this handy little tool. done, but it won't last long. Yttrium dancers on patrol here. Luckily, they can be trapped with the crystals as well. How did these artifacts get here? Strange. I'm seeing some scatter prisms here. Ornaments. That's what they were designed to be, but they can also amplify my resonance. Even the surveillance cameras have increased. This bodes ill.
So, if jewelry set means this gadget, what about perfume?
Just another weapon. For my family, many things must be kept discreet. And it's not always verbal. Sometimes a glance or a gesture can speak volumes, which, of course, demands a deep mutual understanding. Found some prisms here. I'll use them to pass through. Start small to build big. Can you keep up? I'm in the control room. Just a moment. Switching view to your side now.
Done. The door before you should be open. Beyond the door, you should find the other control room. Beware of the patrolling echoes.
Cleave it.
Conditions up! Complete overhaul!
My field of expertise.
Variable elimination! Conditions up! Faster.
Good. Back off.
Your time is over.
My field of expertise. I've had enough. Get lost. Be
Variable
gone.
elimination! All shall reveal itself.
Rover, there should be a monitor you can operate. Let me know once you find it.
I'm at the monitor.
Give me a moment. I'll upgrade your access so you have looks like some echoes are approaching. Stay alert.
Watch out.
Tear them to pieces.
Loading. In war with time.
Sure.
Variable elimination. Complete overhaul. Pierce through the stars.
Can you see me?
Clear as day.
I need to cross the hall from above. People might spot me if I make too much noise. So, could you maneuver these chandeliers to form a pathway for me? Wonderful. Wait, the chandelier doesn't seem to be positioned properly. Well done. Splendid. I've made it across. It's my turn now. I'll see you in a moment.
Anything catch your eye? Stand down. Is that it? Found your weak spot. You will yield. Still recognize me? Glory demands more. An eye for an eye. The door should be open, Rover, and we'll soon meet. Rover? Looks like the signal's been jammed. Thank the Sentinel, it didn't set off the central alarm. I should still be under the radar. Phew, and it saved me some footwork. Path is blocked. Wall dashing seems to be the only option. A smooth journey. Is that a screen? Perhaps I can use grapple to pull it over.
The future of Rinascita rests with all of us. And the Montellis will make sure everyone has an equal share of it. Raguna will enter a new era united. United under the promise of our terminals.
Huh.
Carlotta? Hello? The comms are cut off. She must be in trouble. Gotta hurry up.
My field of expertise.
Need to get rid of them fast.
Watch and learn.
Loading.
Now you'll behave. I've had enough. Get lost.
Variable elimination. Complete overhaul. Watch out. Conditions up.
My field of expertise.
Variable elimination. Pierce through the stars. Reconfiguration. The lockdown is lifted. We need to keep moving. Watch out. Reconfiguration. Disruption.
Tear them to pieces. Be gone. No mercy.
Low astral modulation.
Tear them to pieces. Time to wrap it up.
Variable elimination. Faster. Disruption.
Loading.
Conditions up. Faster.
Impeccable timing, Rover. You never disappoint. I noticed surprise in your eyes. That's quite some skill for a lady. In fact, beyond being the family's executor. Be it a traitor within the family or a threat from outside, I locate, observe, and address these risks in secret and with tact. Say, the ones hiding in the tuning room. The room is that way. Time to see what kind of mischief they're up to. Seems they've left a little surprise for us. But if they think this, then they're gravely mistaken. Quickly and swiftly. Still recognize me? Not even close. I engraft you new. Glory demands more. In the name of the Montellis. Still recognize me?
Tear them to pieces.
So, can you figure it out?
Let's try again. The frequency of the tacit discords. What a genius idea. But I can't reverse engineer the frequency it's using.
It seems like the key is not these flowers, but their creator. She must be an insanely powerful resonator to be able to shatter and reconstruct these frequencies.
Then we better speed up. Once their plan succeeds, there won't be another chance like this. Who sounded the alarm?
It's me. Most likely by mistake. I apologize for interrupting your work.
Lady Carlotta, how... What brings you here?
Oh, nothing. Just curious what you're working on. Locked away in this tuning room.
The flowers. No doubt they're from the Fraxidus.
Care to defend yourselves? While you still have the chance.
Lady Carlotta, we...
Following orders, you say? Do you recall the very first oath we all took upon joining the family?
None shall harm the family's interests.
And?
Any who defy
shall be brought to reckoning. You've appropriated family assets and turned these echoes into ticking time bombs. Once they detonate, the countless efforts and fortunes spent on the Carnival will all vanish instantly, taking the Montelli's name and future with them.
Lady Carlotta, please, we can explain.
What's going on here? Oh, Lady Carlotta.
Just in time. I've found some family traitors. But hold on. I have a few more questions for them. I will only ask once.
I only know he's one of the top brass in the family. Always using encrypted channels and ordering us to pick up flowers from masked strangers.
How many of these echoes have you made?
A lot. The first shipment reached the venue as early as a week ago. They look so identical to regular ones that even we can hardly tell them apart.
Good. Take them away and scrutinize all their recent transactions, including the source of every last credit. Then, handle them, as per the family rules.
Yes, Mom.
I appreciate your help, Rover. I knew those tuners wouldn't dare do this alone. Someone far more dangerous using echoes to disrupt the Carnival, having family weakness on a silver platter. Enemies within. Their schemes won't prevail. I will not sit idly by and watch them ruin the long-awaited Carnival. We're done here. Let the guards take care of the rest. So, Miss Zani mentioned you heard this.
Yes. Not directly, but close enough.
The seasoned artisans in our family restored the Vitrium dancer you retrieved and discovered something fascinating in its records. Come with me. This might answer your question.
That was a rudimentary lock. Faster.
Here we are. The true splendors of Montelli's heritage.
Are these all echoes in the cases?
Yes. And no. They are echoes, but also the promise of Renacita's future. And above all, freedom. Renacita may be a fledgling country, but it boasts centuries of history. Its foray into the wider world, however, only began a few years ago. Don't you find it peculiar? Renacita, the land of echoes, leads the world in echo technology, yet stands so insular and unadventurous. What do you suppose?
The echoes themselves.
Sharp as always. Renacita's common echo, but their power is essential for dealing with tacit discords and other threats at sea. You could say the reliance on common echoes has shackled our ambitions to venture beyond our borders. To break these shackles, the Montelli family has invested in reserved terminals. It's not about short-term benefits, but the future for the whole of Ragusa. The Order has monopolized the use of common echoes and kept a tight leash on reserved terminals, claiming that individual ownership would sully the sanctity of the echoes they so fervently preach. But you see their real objective, don't you? To keep, and the Fasalia family has covertly aligned with the Order, aiming to crush our efforts and therefore the prospect of reserved terminals. They've even gone so far as to seek Fraxidus's aid. Such is the reality of the Land of Echoes. Whoever controls the Echoes controls Renacita. My forebears began collecting these echoes long before the vault existed, when the Montelli family was nothing more than a third-rate house ridiculed for its adventurous spirit. They ventured out to sea for trades and got their hands on terminals of the most basic model. From there, they've been tirelessly collecting echoes and advancing the technology. You're probably wondering how this relates to the Vitrium dancer. Well, the one that came to you at the Carnival rehearsal is among our family's earliest echoes, as both the first Vitrium dancer and the prototype for the frequency tuning of all subsequent models. Its value is truly unparalleled. It was never meant to be deployed, and should have been preserved here in a case.
So, you're saying...
This is no coincidence. I can only assume it was the design of Sentinel Imperator. Here are some files about the Vitrium dancer. I trust you've read the files. The original tacit discord for the Vitrium dancer emerged from the frequencies of shattered stained glass in the tower ruins, a place forbidden by... Before the Codex era, those stained glass windows were used to depict... Out of all of the echoes, they chose the Vitrium dancer to deliver their message. Because My thoughts exactly. The Order's secret. The Montellis have long pursued the buried secrets of Rinascita. The Order's tampering with the if anything can break the chains around Rinascita and grant freedom to all, it must be. And the quest for this truth, well, that's all I have to offer. Did you want to visit the ruins? Though I'm not sure what there is to uncover. In that case, I'll accompany you. The family will take care of everything else. Diminish.
Oh, you're back. I've done everything you asked, Lady Carlotta. All the thugs trying to storm the room were handled.
Yes. We set a bait the traitors could never refuse.
Of course not. I saw a squad of security guards. Wait, no, never mind. Best I don't know. Anyway, it's all sorted now.
Yes. Now you can take a break. I've spoken with Mr. Alberto, and he's agreed to grant you a very generous vacation.
Oh, I don't really mind. My pay already came through. But vacation is always a bonus, thank you. These adventures beat office life by a mile. What? Is that the central...
Could be a backup plan from the traitor. Shall we see what delights they've cooked up for us?
Lady Carlotta, we have a situation. The Guardian Echoes deployed outside the main entrance have gone rogue for unknown reasons. We've initiated security protocol 4, evacuating civilians and non-com...
We are short-handed. Even the bank staff have been whisked away to the car.
Yes, Mum. If possible, could you...
That won't be necessary. I'll address this personally.
But your safety?
Don't worry. I've got her back. I'm with the bank's security team, and I've handled my fair share of these emergencies.
Thank you both. Now. Make it quick and clean.
Copy that.
Quickly and swiftly. Time to part ways. Ramming won't save you. Still recognize me? Loading.
My field of expertise. Zap strength, the stage is yours.
Complete overhaul.
Take this! Brilliance lights the way!
I've had enough. Get lost. Now you'll behave.
Eliminate. Pierce through the stars. Reconfiguration.
Leave it to me. In war with time. My compliments. Still recognize me? Mizani, do you mind handling the cleanup? I'm sorry, I just promised you a vacation.
Oh, it's fine. Just a bit of extra work. I can't stand by and watch my colleagues getting hurt. Besides, you have bigger things to worry about. Just let me handle this. Yeah, That's the burden of being good at my job.
There's more to this attack than it seems.
The Order must have been behind it, right?
Yes. At this juncture, neither the Fraxidus nor the Physaelians have any reason to interfere. It's some hidden truth about the Order the Sentinel is leading us. The traitors must be watching us, knowing truth is on the verge of revelation. I have a feeling that whatever's coming next... A wing ray. Let's hitch a ride, shall we?
Nice. Conditions up.
Watch and learn.
Complete overhaul. Faster.
We're nearly there. That's the tower ruin. This is where my family first found the Vitrium Dancer. What do you see in the shattered stained glass? This seems to chronicle a legend of the Sentinel, and the tale of how the first Primus... I've learned of this history before, but many details have faded over time. Well, art investment is one of our family's key ventures, so I've naturally picked up a thing or two along the way. There's a stone tablet over there. It might...
Faster.
This ancient stone tab, which translate once whole, the divinity was rent by warring creeds. From their holy... On this day shall I depart. On the grandest of days, the maiden seems to be some sort of prophecy. These ancient relics that spawn tacit discords often carry Let's use the terminal sensor to the frequencies of the... pieces have been reconstructed. Now we only need to assemble them onto the stained glass. The last step to uncover the secrets. This one shows a man in Primus attire, wielding a lantern-shaped relic to dispel shadows and the monsters within. This seems to depict the people of Rinasita torn into two warring factions.
Coordinates confirmed. Faster.
The last one seems to depict the moment a girl communes with the divinity of Rinasita. It's done. Now, let's see. Looks like these stained glass images recount a tale about the divinity. Wait,
What is it?
it's just... the content is wrong. Together with the inscriptions on the tablet, it should be... In the earliest days of Rinasita, there were two divinities. One rules the sky and the other the seas, eternally at odds with each other. Amidst the turmoil they wrought, Rinasita evolved. In those times of legend, people waged war over their disparate faiths. All this was ended by an unprecedented TD outbreak. The Dark Tide, so was it known. It ravaged a great part of Rinasita. After the Dark Tide, Napoli, the first Primus, restored civilization from the ashes. He founded the Order to guide the broken Laguna. Yet, not long after, he went to be with the divinity. On his deathbed, he spoke to the believers. Once whole, the divinity was rent by warring creeds. From their holy wounds sprang the curse of Dark Tide. Though the woes of Rinasita yet endure, the shattered divinity hath chosen their herald. On the grandest of days, the maiden, crowned with golden laurel, shall commune with the divinity. Thus she becomes the prophesied enlightened one, through whom Rinasita's woes shall end. Then, the divinity shall return to its true form, and Rinasita, under its glory, shall be a paradise, free of suffering. Rinasita has two divinities. I've never heard of such a thing. The Montelli family archives hold many documents on Rinasita's past, yet none mentioned two divinities. In Ragusa, the common belief has always been that Sentinel Imperator is the only divinity of Rinasita, but if the images on the stained glass window were fabricated, why would the Order deface them and declare this tower forbidden?
There's only one explanation. These are not fabrications, but buried truth.
If this is indeed the Order's doing, north of this tower is an island. It should be beyond their reach. Once we get there, you will discover another...
Watch out!
Interesting. They're here even faster than I anticipated. Apparently, the Order believes the images on the stained glass to be real. They wouldn't even hesitate to break their facade of neutrality, just to ensure we don't take the secrets out alive.
Variable elimination. Disruption. All
shall reveal itself.
Exploit. Prime.
My compliments.
Reconfiguration.
Keep it safe. I'll handle the rest. Speak. Who gave you the order? Look at what you've done. Distorting history. Usurping the Sentinel's authority and colluding with wretches. Who are your accomplices? The Fraxidus, the Facadiers, and even some of the Montellis. Am I right?
Ahem. Well, I'm afraid I don't understand, Miss Carlotta. It seems you too are lost to madness and hallucination. If you find yourself confused and desire the Sentinel's guidance, I would gladly arrange a personal pilgrim sail for you.
Ah, so this is how you treat those truth seekers. Banish them in the name of pilgrimage.
Please, lower your weapon. There is still room for discussion, is there not, Miss Carlotta? Stand down. Enough blood has been shed today. Imperator would not revel in senseless sacrifice. The pilgrim's sail is for the transgressors to seek rebirth, not for you to threaten our friends. Repent for your reckless words.
Forgive me, Brother Alessio.
Ah, honored guest. You have been misinformed, as the truth is not what it seems. My Lord Fenrico has arranged your audience with the Sentinel. Why not hear the Sentinel's wisdom for yourself?
Of course. If Lord Fenrico is the true Enlightened One. However, the prophecy speaks of a maiden as the Enlightened One. Is that why you destroyed the stained glass? To pass Fenrico off as the Enlightened One? So he can seize the Sentinel's power and rule Raguna?
Oh, you stubborn people of little faith. You've surely been tempted by evil and swallowed its lies. Lord Fenrico is the undeniable Enlightened One and will guide us all. Well, I see no point in debating doctrine with you. Let's move on to a more concrete subject. Now, Miss Carlotta, Which one do you think is more important to the Montelli family? Is it profit? Or bloodline?
How? That's Uncle Capello's pendant. What did you do to him?
Good question. What did we do indeed? Quite a faithful one he was. Wouldn't hand over this pendant, the emblem of his faith. But we managed to persuade him. Whether he should be deemed faithful now depends entirely on your actions. And you know what will become of him if we decide his devotion is weak and unworthy.
My actions. What do you want me to do?
Raise your weapon, faithful Carlotta. Choose wisely now. Where shall you aim? Whose heart will taste your bullet? Good. You are a smart one, Miss Carlotta.
Carlotta?
I'm sorry. Even though the time we shared was very memorable.
Excellent. It appears you've made the right choice, as any true Ragganese would. Honoring blood and faith alike. Pull the trigger. End this transgressor's life. The Sentinel shall host a supreme banquet for you in the high heavens.
Farewell. And may you meet your friends where it all ends.
You've disappointed me, Miss.
There's a saying in Raguna. Even the finest bullet can miss. It was only a mistake.
So be it. I shouldn't question your faith over such a mishap. It is, after all, insignificant in the grand scheme. Let us bear witness to the...
Ugh, that was close. I really thought the bullet was coming for us. So, was it all? Part of your plan?
We were improvising.
Then you two sure have great chemistry. Anyway, those bad guys are still after us. So let's get out of here. Didn't Carlotta say something about an island up north? Let's go check it out.
Loading. at your disposal. Stay calm. Loading.
My field of expertise. Time to wrap it up. Your time is over.
Variable elimination. Complete overhaul.
Intriguing artifact.
Wait, heads up! Something huge is coming at us! Watch its flames! Quick, get to that clearing!
Leave it to me. One with the sounds. No hesitation. Wind guide me. One with the sounds. Down with the curtain.
Don't be scared. Paro is just saying hi. She seems to fancy you. exactly one for formal introductions, Pero. Pero! I know this isn't the first time seeing them. Hello, I'm Ochia. We've met before on Brand's ship. I was in this box. This is Pero, the actual owner of the box. Pero takes good care of me and lets me hang out in it all the time. I've never seen Pero warm up to someone so quickly. It must be something in your frequency that it finds interesting. Anyway, what brings you to this beach? It's not exactly a place for a stroll. So you were attacked by that... I'm guessing it was Abby who saved you. It probably exhausted itself and retreated back into your body to... I can still sense Abby's frequency.
What triggered Abby to come out? Something it could absorb? But then, why didn't it work?
That dragon's behavior is odd. It never leaves its territory. Long ago, this place was a sacred spot for the Order's pilgrims. Then the remnant clouds from the Sea of Clouds drew hordes of Tacet Discords here. This Dragon of Dirge is a local Tacet Discord. We were supposed to pick you up like Miss Carlotta planned, but things went sideways. The truth Mr. Carlotta wants to show you lies somewhere on the Isle, but this is not the best place to talk. The mist is dangerous here. It traps reverberations, and when it collects enough, they quickly form into Tacet Discords. The captain, Brant, he went into the mist to rescue people. I plan to go find him. Once I'm in the mist, my frequency will draw the creepies and crawlies away. Just in case, take this to mask your frequency and defend yourself. Ta-da! Fireworks pistol. One shot and it'll send the Tacet Discords packing. It's easy to use. You want to see the upgraded version? Ta-da! Magnum fireworks pistol. Use it to protect yourself. Our troop will bring you to our base soon and tell you the truth we've uncovered. I'll join you once I find Brant. No, that's not what I meant. All right, fine. It's better you see it for yourself. See that lighthouse? It's the only safe place in the mist. Once we find him, we'll find the truth. The area up ahead is where the sea mist is thickest. Try to avoid the dark phantoms in the mist. They could turn into Tacet Discords at any moment. We'll improvise. Mamma mia! Avanti! Figurati!
Tear them to pieces.
Loading. Arrow sent. Up we go, Caro! Mamma mia! Avanti! Figurati! Huh. I'll warm up the crowd. Huh. Huh.
No rush. The impatient ones will fall right into our lap.
Tacitus close. Watch out.
What? I can't control my forte.
The high levels of corrupted remnant energy in the mist are disrupting our frequency. I can help with that. See, fighting here is a bad idea.
Come, play with me. Look for me.
Don't worry. They're just reverberations.
Come, play with me. Look for me. I'm here.
Did it lead us this way because it sensed the dragon?
Possibly. Phantoms are sensitive to frequencies, so navigating the mist is second nature for them.
The game isn't over.
I think I've figured out what they're doing. We'll be out of the mist soon.
Lucia,
You found me.
I'll always find you, but maybe don't do this again next time.
Why? Isn't this your favorite game? I
know, but as your friend, I worry about your safety.
Excuse me. Are you Rochia's friend? Ah, how wonderful. You're not alone anymore, Rochia.
Yes, I have friends now.
I'm so happy for you. All is well.
Fly to the high heavens. We are born free, and our souls will soar even in death. Golden phantoms are reverberations, mixed with the frequencies left behind by people who've passed away. When someone dies, the reverberations linger. Usually, but sometimes, a trace of their final will remains. This lingering will helps the phantoms resist becoming tacit discords and instead guide the lost through the mist. If the mist clears, they'll vanish. If the mist lingers, their fate is sealed. It will only be a matter of time before they merge with other Their final frequencies tend to cling to certain objects. Like this Lucianite here. I collect them as proof that they once lived. Otherwise, the dragon will devour every last trace of their frequency. The mist is thinning.
Pilgrim sail. Why is it here?
In Raguna, those who break the law are sent to the Order Tribunal for sentencing. Those who violate the sacred doctrines are branded as fools and sent away on the Pilgrim sail. It's said that when the first dark tide ravaged Renacida, the first Primus followed the currents on a rickety boat and met the Sentinel in person. Now the fools retrace the Primus's journey, reflecting on their mistakes along the way. There's a strong undercurrent around this isle, likely caused by that first dark tide. It drags all Pilgrim sails here unless the ship's course is altered. No reverberations on the ship. The people must have escaped. But with the... This way. Head to the lighthouse. I hear the sounds of fighting.
Looks like our brief intermission is over. Time to let the ghosts have their moment on stage. Come on then, let the flames of battle ignite our souls!
Wait, is that Brant?
Only Brant would call them ghosts with that kind of flair. It must be him, but I can't tell where he is in the mist.
The show's over, ghosts. Time to take your final bow.
Watch your back.
A marvelous shot. You've earned your stripes, first mate.
You're welcome. But if you tilted your head just 10 centimeters to the left, it wouldn't have been the Discord.
Not on your watch. Besides, fortune always smiles on me. Except in bets. And we've crossed paths with the rover again.
We shouldn't have let him get caught up in this. He was worried about us and insisted on coming.
Is that so? Then our gratitude to you is even greater for your timely... To find the brightest truth, one must delve...
Where is everyone on the Pilgrim?
I was patrolling the coast earlier when I saw their ship drifting into the mist. Time was against us, so I departed alone.
Thank you.
Don't be afraid. You're safe with us. You've got some skill, you know. Holding your own for so long in the trial against the Tacit Discord.
Trial? I don't buy into the Order's nonsense. I've worked hard all my life and stayed true to the Order's teachings about forsaking earthly pleasures for divine favor. And what do I get in return? Heavier taxes. When pirates ransacked my merchant fleet, leaving me with nothing, I turned to the Order for help. They said I stood before the Sentinel statue, asking if my suffering was really their will. Why should I wait for peace in the afterlife when I could be living for today? Ow. As for salvation, I don't believe in it.
Here's a proposal. How? We are wanderers, adrift upon the seas.
The troop of fools.
Yes, we are, like you, by the Order's decree, marked as fools.
Fools on the pilgrim sail often meet their demise in a storm, or they're swallowed by the waves. Even if maybe it's luck that brought you here so swiftly. Look around. This is all that remains of the pilgrim sail. This is always their final destination, where the fools meet their end.
Yes, the pilgrimage is nothing but a banishment in disguise. The path to salvation.
Otherwise, how could this once sacred place now look like such a hellish wasteland?
Wait. Sacred place? No wonder the others were talking about it on the ship. They believed the Order's promise that prayers at the sacrificial arena would grant them forgiveness.
I didn't expect their faith to lead them that.
If only they knew it was just one of the...
Captain! First mate! We're here!
More hands make light work.
Ah, the first mate's foresight is unmatched. And the three of us can... But beware, my friend. By the end of this pilgrimage, you will witness the Order's cruel...
Please.
Don't worry. This wing ray, you two go first.
All right, then.
Tacit Discords incoming. Stay alert, everyone. Tempest show! Mamma mia! I'll warm up the crowd.
Variable elimination.
These are human footprints. Looks like they're heading to the arena.
This is the only way up. Ha! Be gone, you vexing wretches! Sacrificial arena's right there. Let's take them down in one blow!
Good. There's no time to waste.
Faster.
divinity above, please have mercy on... Is this some kind of test for me?
Even if it means death?
We've never done anything that warrants paying with our lives.
I'd wager mercy isn't on the table. However, in the face of danger and adversity, the stage is set for our grandest act.
Brant, you handle the tacit discords. I've got the dragon.
Of course, but with all due respect, shouldn't the captain be the one giving the orders?
Just playing to our strengths. Take it, or I'll spill the beans about your wine stash.
Why, aye, first mate.
It's time to pay for what you've done, Dragon of Dirge.
Watch out.
Arrow sight. Up we go, Arrow. Mamma mia, avanti, figurati. Improv performance.
Tear them to pieces. My field of expert. I've had enough. Get lost. Your time is over.
Variable elimination. Very. Confined within limits. Exploit. Profit. Leave it to me.
Of course! You think that little lizard could take me down? I just took a nap after eating its frequency. But seriously, that was close. The fire it breathed almost singed your hair. Good thing I was here to back you up. As soon as I realized it was a tacit discord, I went for it and ate its frequency. Piece of cake. But I gotta say, it was a pretty hefty bite. I swear, I chewed it up, but it was hard to swallow. It wasn't the taste, you know? More like my digestion's been a mess lately. That's not the point. The real deal is, I found something crazy in its frequency. You said you somehow experienced empathy with a tacit discord back in Jinzhou, right? How about trying that again with this guy? Trust me, this could be a...
Gehenna, a wretched soul mourned by none. You are reborn to fulfill our sacred rite, illuminate the path of salvation. Become the fiery hand of judgment, purging all transgressions. Cleanse every soul ensnared by their own indulgence. Those who cannot withstand the trial by fire shall forever be barred from our pure land.
See? I wasn't lying.
Tacit discord's frequencies are perpetually fading. Their only way to maintain their existence is to the dark tide and mist enveloping this isle have drawn in countless tacit discords. If what you saw is true, the Order must have used some trick to control the dragon, making its frequency fade. That means they could be responsible for why the dragon began its...
In time, it ended up becoming a harbinger of death. I found this during the previous battle. It seems the Fraxidus had their hand in this case as well. so you know them too. Our troupe usually earns a living by performing on the nearby islands. Sometimes we take on escort missions for merchant ships. At first, they were just lurking about, raiding ships. But as the Carnival drew near, remember Cetus the Tidebreaker? The creature that attacked you when we first... After we parted ways, we went searching for it. This is what we found on it. Alas, the Tidebreaker slipped away into the deep beyond our reach. Still, this bloom leaves no doubt.
We saw what they did to the dragon. The Cetus's violent outburst must be their doing as well. They say the Carnival is a ceremony to resonate with the Sentinel. Those who claim the laurel may be graced with a miracle.
At first, we thought you were merely a curious traveler, intrigued by the Our troupe has always... Remember, he wasn't with us when we first met. But once we reach our base, it won't be long now. After such...
Like the wind. Faster.
Here we are, ladies and gentlemen. Allow me to present to you our It is, my friend. We built this place from the ground up, and I dare say it's a triumph worthy of the ages.
The mist does shield us from the Order, but it brings its own set of problems.
Precisely why we must tackle its effects without delay. By the way, if you'd like to speak with Mr. Bardolino, our laureate, you'll find his... Feel free to talk to the others while we handle our tasks.
Relax, young man. Life's only just unfurling its sails for you. Why sit there like one of those dour statues in the Order's halls? Don't be afraid to show a little spark.
I was just thinking about my future. Is Raguna truly lost to me forever?
Some have found their way back, but under the Order's watchful eye. Is that really what you want? A life without freedom? Listen, you don't need a grand stage to leave your mark. A true Raganazi can turn even a ragged tent into the finest theater. That's what I'm preparing to do. I might be an old man now, but don't let that fool you. I was once crowned with the laurel, you know.
You? Are you Mr. Bardolino?
In the flesh. Ha 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 ha! As I took my final bow on stage, a bright light pierced through the clouds, shining down from the sky. And then, a radiant laurel descended upon me, and I heard a voice. It was the Sentinel's voice, ringing in my head. I asked them a question that had puzzled me since childhood. The ultimate philosophical riddle. What should I eat tonight? And they answered. The body is the temple of the mind. But why Laura's salad? I was baffled.
But what?
Back when I won the laurel, Raguna was led by the Holy Maiden. She promoted all sorts of grand celebrations during the Carnival, an unceasing tide of revelry. The order... What?
Yes.
They struggle to clean up the flowers.
But isn't our...
Life is death is...
They want members one day?
What say you, Brad? Do you like this stage design? It could be used for this year's Carnival. Ah, our little chat reminded me of those good old days. So why not relive that? Now that you mention it, that is a very...
Please don't mind him. We like our performances big and bold, after all.
That fight with the dragon probably messed with the mountain's stability. If Bardolino keeps moving around up there, it could get dangerous. We might need your help with this. Tara should have some useful items in her box. We've got a Cloudcaster, but some of its parts...
Faster. Faster.
Go on, fish. Come to my... Me? The captain once told me it's usually... Go on, fish. Come to my net. Yeah, we scavenge...
I'd rather be a cloud here.
Sailors cheer. The cloud, here it is.
Good. We... Everything's set for...
Let's position... Oh,
the cloud...
In that... Bullseye! Almost done!
Oh, thank you, dear boy. You helped me complete this performance and fulfill one of...
Apologies for my late arrival to such a magnificent performance. Did I miss anything?
Oh my, oh my. What an honor to witness the beauty of our generous benefactor.
You flatter me. The family's protection extends to all who stand by us.
Might I say what a pleasure it is to see you again, Miss Carlotta.
Is everything going smoothly with your family, Miss Carlotta?
Yes, thank you. The Order's scheme was uncovered as planned. Uncle Capilet was rescued, and Grandfather has handled the rest. I still owe you thanks for improvising with me in front of that priest. You've got a sharp mind. No pain, no gain, as Grandfather used to say. Your kindness is much appreciated. The Montellis won't forget this. In return, I'll share everything I know. I believe you've noticed that the Order has been undermining the family under the guise of its doctrines. Alienation, monopolization, just their alliance with the Fraxidus speaks volumes. While we don't know the full extent of their conspiracy, one thing is clear. The Carnival is likely where you'll find clues about the Sentinel. Legend has it that the Sentinel, Imperator, at that time, the entire city was shrouded in mist. Ghosts roamed the streets.
The mist might be coming from the remnant clouds and the nimbus.
Remnant? We are lucky. At that time, the entire city...
The Montelli ghost?
With your help, at that time, the entire...
The Order has allied with the Fraxidus to control...
After the Tacit Discords took over this isle,
But without the Lycoris, the Dragon of Dirge is now off the table.
At that time, the entire city was...
The remnant clouds spreading, experiments to turn echoes, and the Dragon's manipulation. The Order plans to recreate these disasters at this year's ceremony. The Order and the Fraxidus are allies. To prevent the Carnival's sabotage, we must stop them. But what is their motive?
The Primus called it a divine punishment, and took the opportunity to appear as a savior. A perfect way to build...
The Order relies on the people's faith in the Sentinel. With the Sentinel's 10-year absence, faith in the Order has waned. They must be desperate to restore that trust.
It is for this reason that the Order has been forced to revive the festival. Let's consider the implications. If the Carnival proceeds unhindered, how would it affect the Order? The current Primus claims to be the Enlightened One, the Sentinel's Resonator. However, based on the prophecy we found in the ruins,
The Carnival is the only time humans can directly communicate with the Sentinel. Normally, it's the Primus who conveys the Sentinel's word.
A successful Carnival offers a chance for citizens to meet the Sentinel in person. But for the Primus, and possibly the Order, it poses to sabotage it while still maintaining their authority.
The Fraxidus will cause chaos during the Carnival, and the Order will swoop in as the saviors, restoring public trust just as they did before.
So far, you've helped us crush 3 of their schemes. But we have evidence that the Cetus is being manipulated. From what I've noticed, you're not one to act passively or pin your hopes on others. You winning the laurel might give you the chance to talk with the Sentinel. The Sentinel's Resonator may also be present. So...
Our aim has always been, if the Divine truly, whether divinity...
The Monte... However, a troop alone is too weak. Thank you.
All right.
Since the Order intends to sabotage the Carnival and incite chaos amongst the guests, you've seen the troops' unique...
Speaking of which...
Me? I do have some stage experience, though I must...
We don't know what challenges we'll face.
If you insist.
Wonderful! Our rehearsals are rather straightforward. No scripts, just pure intuition and our senses guiding us. That's what makes Commedia Improviso truly come alive. For our improvised comedy, we start with a theme. From there, we build our lines and act on the...
But with the limitless capacity for human creativity at play, the plot could...
Pardon my interruption, but...
Well, something like... A humble craftsman from a small town sets sail on a rainy night. So, we draft a basic
And this time, our outline is: a kingdom is attacked, monsters run rampant, and the Demon King has kidnapped the Holy Maiden. A few brave heroes accept the minister's quest to defeat the Demon King and rescue her. This outline holds special meaning. We want to pay tribute to the play once performed by the Blessed Maiden herself.
Good people have their wishes fulfilled. Heroes appear in a time. This is the tale the Blessed Maiden once told.
To me, the world is a stage. What I'm getting at, this rehearsal is to help.
Exactly.
If you're ready, let's. All right, next I'll spin the prologue of our tale, setting the scene for how our brave heroes first crossed paths. Once upon a time, a hero roamed the world. Undaunted by the lack of a divine vessel, he embarked on a perilous journey across tempestuous seas. Alone in the dark, a young girl of untethered spirit soared against towering barriers with wings of defiance. The winds of fate brought them together. As the world teetered on the brink of absolute darkness, they found solace in each other's gaze. Together they became unshakable allies, standing strong against the tides of fate. Even if light were to fade from the world and the stars cease to shine, they would still blaze like the sun forever. Bravo! Bravo! Seeing your chemistry, I just the thrill.
Your movement, thank you. It was all thanks to...
You'll master. Oh.
You mean, don't worry.
Oh, so it's handled then.
I have a small gift for you. This way. Please, follow me.
Where are we going?
Oh, dear Lady Carlotta, thank the Sentinel you are finally back. I was just about to close up shop.
You have completed my request.
Of course, Lady Carlotta.
A small token of my appreciation. Abby?
Wow, really? I get a gift too? Ha! You're so nice.
Ah, so that's why Lady Carlotta was so insistent on using. For a moment, I feared she lost faith in my skills and was plotting to hand over the shop to someone else. Now I see why this little creation was so important to you, Lady Carlotta.
Nyala, you do have a flair for dramatics. Anyway, why don't you unwrap it?
This is...
I took the liberty of having Nyala custom make this mask based on my impression of you. I hope it suits your taste. I'm pleased you like it. The carnival is a splendid reverie, and the mask is its passport. May it help you navigate the carnival with ease, and let you enjoy it to your heart's content.
We will, for sure.
May I take a bit more of your time? Walk with me through Raguna. The sapphire.
The experiment begins.
Solaris. The waters of Raguna serve as a mirror, reflecting the countless faces of this city, much like our own reflections. The people of Raguna possess a temperament akin to the tides. There was a time when the currents swept us into the jaws of uncharted waters, where relentless storms and voracious waves awaited. My family has always been drawn to the thrill of a new voyage. One stormy night, fate decided to play a hand. What we discovered there on that island, the technology and novel ideas, was nothing short of a blessing in disguise. Our intentions might not be as grandiose or ominous as you think. We seek liberation, and to achieve it, we're pursuing the truth behind Renacita's origins. Legend has it that when people first arrived on this island, Genesis Nexus was already here, welcoming them. The prevailing belief is that the Sentinel gifted us this technology, and despite nobody ever seeing the Sentinel in person, we talk with them through supposed terminals conjure up And really, if no one's ever laid eyes on the Sentinel, how it seems to me the Order might have spun us a tale, hiding the true origins behind their grand... No. We have no ambitions to rule or to renounce our faith. And really, this city should not be ruled by any one entity. The hour grows late. I have arranged accommodations for you at Palazzo Grotta in the south. Let us walk there together and think of it as a bedtime tale. Once, the Blessed Maiden was just a simple peasant girl. During the Sentinel's gratitude rite, the young Fleur-de-Lis managed to sneak past the guards and drink the sacramental wine. Every drop. Perhaps it was the intoxicating wine in Eglatown, or simply her lack of experience with spirits. But she soon found herself quite drunk. Swaying on her feet, she ascended the ceremony's grand platform, lifted her threadbare dress, and began a rather ungainly dance. Seizing the sacred horn, she played a carefree folk tune, dodging the guards and weaving through the crowd with surprising agility. Remarkably, the crowd, as if drawn by an unseen force, followed her lead, transforming the solemn ceremony into a wild parade of cheers and revelry. Naturally, the Order was less than pleased. The Pilgrim Sale did not yet exist, so Fleur-de-Lis faced 3 days of confinement. During that time, she used her prison walls as a canvas. That unforgettable day of disordered revelry left a lasting mark on all who witnessed it. Is it not remarkable? A rebellious girl, chosen by the Sentinel to become the Blessed Maiden. If the Sentinel indeed permitted such a girl to serve as their spokesperson, it suggests that all this joyous revelry is not something they disdain. Perhaps they too enjoy poetry, painting, tears, laughter, romantic tales of nights, and dancing amidst crowds, much like ourselves. The people of this island came from diverse civilizations now lost to time, but through plays and tradition, they sought to preserve memories of their heritage. In the past, while the clash of cultures led to conflict, the Dragonese united through faith, restoring balance even if precarious. To maintain this unity, we've always needed both a sentinel and a play based on a shared legend that gives us roles. Yet this play has endured for so long that we've become defined by our roles. Noble, commoner, believer, merchant. What was meant to unite us now stifles us. Now, we yearn for a day when we can truly set aside our titles and positions. Yes, born from hope and idealism, while the Order's true intentions remain unclear, we are certain their influence has already eroded the very foundations of our society. People revere the divine figure the Order has constructed, yet they also live in fear of punishment. Legends become accomplices in fostering ignorance, and faith becomes the loyal executioner of cruel punishment. An invisible cage has trapped us all. Speaking of freedom within a cage is absurd. Fear and ignorance are our foremost enemies. This year's carnival will spark a flame fierce enough to burn down that cage. Rest well, and tomorrow we shall take the stage together at the Carnival. Good night. May your dreams be sweet.
Welcome to Margaritas. Your pizza will be hot and fresh in no time. Come by more often. Don't be a stranger.
Welcome. Lady Carlotta already notified us of your arrival. We are prepared to check you in whenever you're ready. Understood?
alone will decide whether it's for show or for battle.
Don't tell me my mic was off the whole time, bro. It was off the whole time.